Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lady Lilacs Creations, or if you're not coming back and you're new, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Today is part one of teacher gifts. I should have done this much sooner because a lot of the country has already been let out of school, but here in New York we have not. We still have another month. So today we're going to be making a apple-shaped resin shaker keychain. Right now I'm just putting a little green colorant into some UV resin. So I just want the leaves to be green. So I'm tilting it upward so it stays in the leaf area and doesn't flow down to the rest of the mold. And then I got my UV torch. And I'm just gonna cure it long enough for it to not move around because it's gonna go under the big light later anyway. Okay, and that's cured. Now I'm going to mix up the red. You can make your apple any color. You could do a green apple, a yellow apple. I just decided to go with a traditional red apple. You can also do these shakers with regular epoxy resin. I just prefer to use the UV because it's faster. Also, if you hear the lawnmower, I apologize. My husband's mowing the lawn. You want to make sure you mix up those mica powders really good so you don't have any clumps. And my phone notifications are going off. Just closing that up so I don't knock it over because I will. And I'll pick it up and bring it closer. Just gonna pour it right into the edges. Yeah, I originally thought I would just fill the back with clear so you could see it through both sides, but I decided to just fill it in with the red because I had so much left over. And then I'm going to use the pointy end of my resin tool and just go along inside there to break up any bubbles that might be in there. So you don't want a bubble, that kind of ruins the whole thing. And under the light for, I think it's about like 2 or 3 minutes. And that's all cured up. I cured the back and I flipped it over and did the front too, just to make sure it was fully cured. It's being a little stubborn coming out. There we go. So there's our cute little apple. Now the fun part, you find all your little shaker bits that you want to put inside it. Oh, you're also going to need a clear piece of acetate because you need something to seal it up with. And I think I forgot to show it, but you just go over that with a marker and then cut it out. And here's my little shaker pieces. There's like erasers, chalkboards, school buses, rulers, pencils. They were super cute. Now put some of those in. Naturally, I dropped some because I drop everything. Yeah, that's what I forgot to show you the part, so I'm just showing you here. I just went around it with a marker, cut it out. Now I'm just measuring to make sure it was gonna fit right. And I decided to put a little bit of red glitter in with this one also. So my piece of acetate had a clear plastic over it, so I'm just peeling that off. Again, checking to make sure it will fit right. Yeah, it looks good. I'm just pouring out a little tiny dollop of clear UV resin because I'm going to put it around the edge. That's going to be like our glue to hold the acetate onto it. You see the little indent on the right hand side? You don't want to cover that because that's where you put the bottle in to put your liquids into it. So you just very lightly go around the edges. Again, when I get there, I don't fill in that little hole. And you get your piece of plastic. And pop it on, make sure it's in the right position. And I would push it down to make sure it's going to be sealed. And then hit that with the UV torch to make sure it stays. And then just to make sure that it's fully sealed and it has a better look to it, you top coat it with resin. I'm using the J. Diction low viscosity, but technically I should be using the high viscosity. I'm just out at the moment. So this one will work for now. Just because the high viscosity is thicker and it works better as a top coat. So I'm just using a little silicone tool to pull it straight to the edge, but not over. And then just kind of fully coat the whole top of it. Also, this little apple resin shaker mold I got from Temu. Anyone else who lives in the States now has tariffs, and if you're like me, you don't want to pay those tariffs. So I'll see if I can find it somewhere else and link it for you. If not, you can try Temu if you would like to. I'll also have a link to the UV resin and everything I use down below. Okay, now that goes under the light again for a few minutes. When that's fully cured, um, I find it easier with this little needle tip bottle, but I put baby oil in it. You could use water and glycerin. I like the baby oil better, so I just put some baby oil in there, pop it into that hole we left open, and squeeze. You want to fill it up, but you do still want to leave like a tiny little air bubble because that helps it move around a little better. Sorry if I'm going off camera a bit. Now, either with alcohol or a baby wipe, you want to clean all that oil off because you're going to have to seal up that hole. And if you still have oil on it, then the UV resin won't adhere to it. I got my UV resin and I'm off camera again because I'm trying to see. But I'm just putting little dabs over where that hole is. Clean up my edge a little and UV torch it so it stays. Just checking to make sure it's sealed. Nothing's coming out. Perfect. And we have a cute little shaker. And to take it a step further, I have my little, it's my fake Dremel tool, and drilled a hole into the top of it. And I have eye hooks that I was totally off screen for, so I put that in. And then I attached a key ring and chain to it. And now I have these cute little teacher charms. There's again, little blackboards that say #1 teacher, some apples, little books. I think there was like a pen, computer, lots of cute things. I was just picking out which ones I liked the best. I think I decided to go with the #1 teacher and an apple. So I got a larger jump ring And I'm just putting those charms on there. Oh yeah, I put a little book at first, but the apple covered it and decided I didn't like it. So I took the book off, put the apple back on. And then I'm just going to attach it to the keychain with the jump ring. Close it up nice and tight. And there you have a cute teacher gift that's functional. And it's not like a regular mug or anything. I'm sure teachers have tons of mugs. So there you have it. Super easy and cute. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 2. Have a great day.